Bruce Lee often said, "Be water, my friend." These words weren't just poetic, they reflected his deepest belief about adaptability in combat. For Lee, fighting wasn't about memorizing fixed techniques or rigid styles. It was about flowing with the situation, adjusting to the opponent, and using whatever worked in the moment. In the traditional martial arts world of his time, many schools were bound by strict forms and routines. Students repeated the same patterns, believing mastery came from repetition. But Bruce Lee saw the flaw: real combat is unpredictable. No opponent fights like a textbook, and no situation unfolds exactly as planned. To him, a fighter who clung to rigid forms was already at a disadvantage. That's why he created Jeet Kune Do, the way of the intercepting fist. It wasn't a style but a philosophy. At its heart was adaptability, the idea that a fighter must remain formless, just like water takes the shape of any container. In combat, this meant striking when the opening appeared, changing strategy when the opponent shifted, and discarding what didn't work. Bruce Lee emphasized efficiency: use what is useful, reject what is useless, and add what is uniquely your own. Adaptability, for him, wasn't just a tactic, it was survival. It meant staying fluid under pressure, never becoming predictable, and always being ready to transform. His views went beyond martial arts. In life too, Bruce believed adaptability was power. Challenges, like opponents, are always changing. To succeed, one must adjust, remain flexible, and flow with circumstances instead of resisting them. In the end, Bruce Lee's views on adaptability taught one simple but profound truth: the fighter who can change, evolve, and stay fluid will always have the advantage over the one who cannot. Bruce Lee's philosophy of combat was built on one powerful principle: adaptability. Unlike many martial artists of his time who stayed confined within rigid traditions and fixed forms, Lee believed that true mastery required freedom, flexibility, and the ability to change with every situation. He often used the metaphor of water. Water is shapeless, formless. It can flow, it can crash. For Lee, this wasn't just poetry but the very essence of fighting. In combat, no two opponents are ever the same, no two moments unfold identically. A fighter who tries to impose one fixed style risks being predictable, while the adaptable fighter flows around obstacles, seizes openings, and turns the opponent's strength into weakness. This was the foundation of Jeet Kune Do, which Bruce called the style of no style. It wasn't a collection of techniques, but a philosophy of efficiency and directness. He encouraged fighters to absorb what is useful, discard what is useless, and add what is uniquely your own. In practice, this meant borrowing effective techniques from boxing, fencing, Wing Chun, wrestling, or any other discipline, and molding them into a seamless, personal expression.